everybody, I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV, and today I'm going to show you around the NoBo 19.3 EO. This trailer is 24 feet, 8 inches long, and it weighs about 4,600 pounds. It has the large size bunk beds in it, it has a Murphy bed, lots of great features. There's a few things it doesn't have from the standard NoBo, and that's why they call it EO. That is the essentials only. Now they did this because they wanted to create a more economical trailer for you, because some people didn't want some of the super nice extras that come with the NoBos. What's not included in the essentials only NoBo? Well, let's review that. It isn't pre-wired for a backup camera. It doesn't have the solar panels on the roof or the inverter, and that inverter is what you need if you're going to camp outside a campground, not plugged in, and you want that inverter to take your battery power and create 110 power in those household plugs. So that is not included on this one. You also don't have the road vac, which is their built-in vacuum cleaner, which is super nice to have, but may not be an essential for you. The other thing is the beast mode. This has the standard spring axles on it. Now that's what's been used on trailers for years and years, very dependable. It's going to give you great longevity in this trailer. It just isn't the off-road serious package that they have on the NoBos now. So if you're looking for something that has all of the build qualities of the NoBo, but maybe not some of the extra fringes that make it a little bit of a cut above, then you could save some money and look at the 19.3 EO. All right, there's a lot to see on the inside. Let's go in there and start looking at that. Stepping inside, I have to say I love the light interior of these NoBos. It just really helps to open it up. Now, this doesn't have any slide outs at all, so it's important that it feels really spacious. Windows on both sides. What really helps, of course, is the Murphy bed. That's always a great space saver. And this looks really comfy. We're gonna start right here. And you know, I'm not a very big person. I'm 5 foot tall, as many of you know. And sometimes these sofas are a little too big for me, or sometimes they're tiny for normal sized people. I don't know, this is a good size. It is a very deep seat here, so you've got a tall back. It's a vinyl style material. I mean, it's not the plushest, I'll have to say, but it feels great, it's soft, it's comfortable, and I love that it doesn't have arms. You've got side tables, put my drink here. When you're camping with kids, or maybe even a second couple or something, because this has bunk beds, it's good to have a couple of different seating spaces. You've got the dinette and the sofa here. Feels great. Let me show you how the bed goes down. Just lift this up. It's a Murphy bed, of course. Then you come over to the far side. Single latch right here. It's a spring latch, and it folds right down. It is an east-west bed, as they call it, and it is a full queen, 60 by 80. Really nice. Very comfy sleeping. The other thing I like about this style of a Murphy bed is that you've got some space back there. So you throw your pillows back there, maybe roll up your covers so they go in the back, and this just flips right up, clips into place. See how easy that was? And this just flips right back up, and you're ready for relaxing during the day. Really super easy. Up here, that is about 18 inches deep. Now it is on the curve, but it's really deep, so there is a lot of space in there for storage. There is no divider, so it goes all the way through, and kind of a nice touch with that glass front look, don't you think? Now we've got these spaces on the side. Down here at the bottom, you've got the 110 outlet and 2 USBs, so this is a great phone charging spot. And then you've got storage under here. They use those nets partly because the cabinet doors just get in the way. But the other thing is, it just makes it really easy to put things in there and grab them right back out. This isn't real deep right here. It only goes, it's got an angle in the back about there, so it's only, you know, this much space. But every space counts, right? On the other side, you don't have any netting or any storage, but you do have the 110 plug and the USB ports. Now under here, you've got netting as well, because normally when you have a jackknife sofa like this, you can lift it up halfway and kind of finagle under it. I really love the way these guys put the netting right here, and then you've got all that space under the seating. It's a lot of space to slide in things that you might need. I can tell you I would keep maybe my coats and a few extra pairs of boots if it was winter that I would need under there, but easy access. All right, so this space is not only functional, but it's super easy to use. AC is right up top. It is going to keep this trailer super cool, even on the hottest days. So let's move over here to the kitchen. I love this big, deep sink. It is a farmhouse style sink. It is the brushed aluminum with the single handle with the sprayer on it. I mean, it's nice, very easy to use. You've got some counter space around it, not a ton, but the 2-burner stove over here has a glass top. So if you're not using the stove, you can create countertop all the way to the end. There are buttons right here that light up. I mean, I like to point that out because that's what I use for a night light. Little switch, if you don't like the blue, just turn it off. Or you can leave a whole lot of nasty comments down below about the blue lighting. But you know what? If I'm a real fan, and if you're not, just hit the switch. All right, this flips right up. And then you've got 2 burners on the end. This probably isn't what you'd need if you're gourmet cooking, but you know, it's great if you're camping. You do have the microwave convection down below. I know a lot of you aren't used to convections, and if you're not, then don't worry about it. It is super easy to use, and there's a booklet that comes with it that tells you all the timing and all the settings. If you want to bake a cake, just open the book. It's going to tell you exactly what to do. If you want to grill a steak, if you want to cook a pizza, whatever you want to do, if you just want to warm something up, you've got everything you need right there. Very compact, right? Let's take a peek at the storage. It is a big cabinet door, but only the top half of it is storage. This goes all the way back to the back of the countertop. Now you've only got the height to here because you've got this big sink in the top. So it is a nice little space here. You may have some trouble reaching what's in the back, so you might not want to stuff this completely full, but good storage there with the 110 plug right on the front. That's what I need for my coffee maker, so that's what I'm going to be putting on the back. You know, as I told you in the beginning, this is the 19.3 EO, so they haven't put all of the full features in here, but honestly, everything you need is right here in this kitchen. Let's look at the storage on top, because another full cabinet here. There's nothing in between, so this entire space can be pantry and storage. Window right behind here that's going to give you an opening where you can get some fresh air while you're cooking, and the fan here with the light. Really well done, right? Let's take a look at this refrigerator, because if you're camping with kids, you may need to take a lot of food with you. This is the Furrion 12-volt refrigerator. If you're not familiar with 12-volt refrigerators, they use a fraction of the electricity, the battery power, if you will, that a standard refrigerator does. You can see how deep these shelves are. This is a really nice size refrigerator. I think it's 8 cubic foot. Let me take a look. And this is 10 cubic foot. That's huge. Let's take a look at the freezer, because it's always nice to kind of see everything. Wow. I love the space in this. Right down below, this is going to be the converter. This is what converts the 110 power when you're plugged in at the campsite to 12 volt to run almost everything on this camper. And inside, there's the breakers over here and the fuses over there. They're all labeled. If you have an electrical issue, this is always the first place to look. There's also a piece of this that trickle charges your battery as well. And over here, the carbon monoxide LP detector. It's going to keep you safe. They always put it close to the floor because that is where the LP is going to drop down to. It's heavier than air. So be sure that that has a green light on it and you keep it working properly. All right, right behind here, mirrored front. That's kind of cool, right? Open this up, huge pantry. Now this doesn't have to be pantry. This could be clothes, it could be food, anything that you want to store in here because you've got 3 separate areas and this is well over 2 feet deep. So you've got really nice storage here and a forced air furnace down below. Let's look over here at the dinette. More storage up top. Really, for this size camper, it's got great storage. All the way through, no dividers, and about a foot deep. Glass fronts, nice lights underneath. I love the lights underneath the cabinet because they really brighten up the table. And if you're working here, that's important. Let's try this seating here. It's about 30 inches wide and it's almost 6 feet long. When you make it into a bed, it's only 5'10", but hey, that works for a lot of people and especially me. So if you need extra sleeping, you can use this. You just drop the table down and slide the cushions over. Works great. This table, even though it's not huge, it has 2 poles underneath it. So when you have 2 legs, it makes it really sturdy and stable if you have to work on it. That's really important for me. I don't like my computer moving around if I happen to lean on the table. Another thing you're going to ask is about more storage underneath, and yes, both seats have storage. Now all you do is lift up the cushion, lift up the panel, and you can store more gear. Okay, let's talk about this cabinet briefly. You do have a 110 plug underneath. So if you're working here and you need to charge your computer, just plug it in right under the cabinet. At the end of the cabinet, you have controls for the lights and the awning and maybe the porch light. So that's right there on the end, easy access when you walk in the door. As far as the windows, they do slide windows on this, and you've got a half screen, just slide it on over, and a nice pleated blackout shade. Just pull it down and you're going to get full coverage. You know, you want to sleep late in the morning? That's important. All right, we have the bathroom and the bunks to go, so let's keep going. These are the nice large size bunks. They're 44 inches wide and the same length as the dinette, 2 inches shorter than 6 feet, so 5'10" long. Now, I know what you're thinking. My son is 6'4", and what if he wants to camp with me? Well, I don't know. Maybe his legs can stick off just a little. It's almost 6 foot, guys. So for most of us, that's going to work great. If you're worried about the height in here, it's about 6'5". Each bunk is going to have its own curtain, of course, and it's also going to have USB ports and its own light. They put the teddy bear mattresses in here. You gotta love that. That is the only way to go in bunks. They're soft, they're comfortable, they're durable. Love it. You do have a corner cut off here, but really that's not bad. Most people are able to work with that, and it makes a smaller trailer like this really usable. And you can sleep, what, maybe 6 people in here? Makes it really nice. All right, let's take a look at this corner bath. Standing inside this bathroom, it's a compact bathroom, not gonna lie, but I think it's very usable. There is some room to move around the toilet. There is space on the sides. You know, that's something a lot of people worry about, is just, you know, can I sit down in here? And the answer is yes, you can. Is there dancing room? Absolutely not. The shower, same size as a lot of larger trailers. It's rectangular. It has this nice shade that pulls right across, and you notice it has a bow out. And that's a nice feature because once you step in the shower, you want some elbow room. So it gives you a little extra above that. You do have a fan right up top. The monitor panel right here, you're gonna have a 30 black, 30 gray, and 30 fresh. All of it right here with the water heater and the water pump switch on the wall in the bathroom. Over here in the corner, of course, you've got a small oval sink and storage underneath and a medicine cabinet. I mean, it's pretty much everything that you would get in almost any trailer. Mirror on the front. I do like the open shelf underneath in this medicine cabinet. That's a kind of a grab and reach for me. My toothpaste and toothbrush are always there. And then anything else can be right up here on the shelves. So, I don't know. Everything works in here. It's just not huge. You do have this strip right here. The reason I point that out is if you have things that you like to leave in here, that's a nice place to put them out of the way. Now underneath you've got shelves. They're only probably 4 or 5 inches deep, but rolled towels stacked on top of each other or any extra sundries that you like to put in there, it works great. So for me, 19-foot trailer, I don't know, it's got everything you would need. So let's go outside because there's a little more to see out there. Meet you outside. Glass door, I love that on all the NoBos. It works well, looks stylish, easy to clean. I love it. Okay, the NoBo graphics are one of the things I like to point out because they do such a great job in just making this trailer look like it's ready for adventure. All right, it does say essentials only up there because there are a few things that it doesn't have on it. And one of the things that I mentioned in the beginning was the Beast Mode suspension. This has a standard axle on it. It is a leaf spring axle, which is the tried and true axle that's been used for years. So if you're looking for some extra savings, I don't know, the essentials only might be a great way to go. It's got this super nice 16-foot awning. It's got the LED lighting. I don't know, it doesn't get better than that for an outside space. Let's keep going in the back. Right back here, there's a little storage, magnetic catches, super nice. And look at that storage. It runs underneath this bunk, but gives you lots of space for that outside gear. Now right here, that's the solar on the side. What that means is that you can plug in a portable solar panel right here and set it out there in the sun while you park in the shade. The spare tire is mounted on the back bumper, and around this side, you have your 30 amp short cord. Now that of course is gonna plug you in at the campsite and not only charge your battery, but run everything on the camper. The cable satellite connection is next to that. Of course, if you're at a campsite, you've got cable TV there, or if you've got a portable satellite. You've got nice sturdy jacks here to stabilize the camper so it doesn't move around when you walk. And down here, you have the dump station with a single point and gray tank and black tank right there. This would be the vent for your furnace, and the water heater is right here on the side. Filling that fresh tank right here on the end and hooking up to the city right there. So the hydrant goes right in here. If you're gonna camp somewhere where you're not plugged into water, that's when you wanna fill that tank and turn on the water pump. Let's take a peek right in here with that nice magnetic catch. You can see we've got the cord, the propane tanks are in there, but you have a really nice storage space here in the front. Now coming across, dual propane. So you've got 5-gallon propane tanks right here. The battery mounts on the back. You do have a plug holder here. It's a really nice feature because when you're camping or you put it in storage, you don't want that plug on the ground where it's gonna get dirty and maybe get messed up over time. It does come with a standard jack, but if you really like the electric jacks, that's an easy add-on for your dealer. Now over here, diamond plate on the front, just like all of the NoBos. Really nice build. You know guys, this is the same quality as every NoBo on the market when it comes to construction on the outside. Nice pylon here, and you have the TPO roof. It's the great quality that you've come to know from the Forest River NoBo products. The other end of that storage is right here on the front. So that gives you plenty of outside storage. You know, this NoBo 19.3 EO, it gives you not only the great quality of the NoBo, but it gives you some cost savings and, I don't know, a really nice camping space for all those people you want to take with you. I'm PJ from Princess Craft RV. Thank you so much for watching, and I will see you next time.